Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays RimWorld. Big things this episode. Let's clean this place up, Rob. What do I freaking pay you for? Also, please don't get shot by Inga, who is not in a great mood right now and is addicted to the sweet-ass quadruple IPAs that we pump out on a very regular basis. No, but actually big things this episode. Building these two turrets, building this wind turbine. If these could get... Did I rotate this building wrong? I guess we're gonna find out. Are you building it? You are building it. But the turrets in particular are big. I mean, I suppose we could just move these turrets and do that, but I sort of feel like we're, you know, paying... What is the expression I'm trying to do here? We're robbing tomorrow to pay today. You know, eventually someone may indeed come up there and break through that door, in which case we'll want turrets to be there. So I'd rather just produce new turrets if possible. All the while, Tomo continues to slowly research. He's at a 9 out of 20, which is actually dope. He is gonna be like our researching superstar before too long. We managed to get into the kitchen, which is awesome, because now we will be able to cook some meals and also eat some meals. We have 2 minor break risks, which is not altogether that bad. Can you just get the room stats off the screen, please? Thank you. And it's basically all people that are cowering from Inga. Oh, but her Berserk Rage can do an end super quickly. It probably won't be this episode that she will see herself being freed of the chemical addiction she suffers from, but it'll happen eventually. No, don't. That slag is not necessary to haul. This slag has got to go. It's making this place hideous. Minor break risk on Inga. I think it's possible, like, maybe we're just not producing smoke leaf. Is that because we haven't harvested our existing smoke leaf? Yeah, we probably smoked the stuff we got too fast. It was, you know, here and then it was gone in like 2 seconds. So Danny G, what are you up to? Hauling corn. Dan's on haul duty now, which strikes me as suboptimal. What am I doing, by the way? Cooking fine meal? Oh, there I am. I want to see what happens when I cook 2 fine meals and Tomo's asleep. In theory, I think I should make medicine. When we must have... Oh, no, we captured some. Yeah, okay, we're making medicine. That's good, because we do need medicine. But it's bad because, you know, we're robbing research to pay medicine. But, you know, having more medicine, I think, is good. And we're lucky enough to have still a ton of neutroamine. But admittedly, you know, it doesn't last long, you know. As soon as the bulk of the colony wakes up, all of a sudden we gotta go cook some meals again. So we're making, like, -1 medicine a day as a result of all this stupid, you know, sensory mechanite nonsense. Okay, the wind turbine has been produced, but honestly, these granite chunks need to be moved out of the way so we can actually generate power. Also, probably wouldn't be the worst idea to, like, you know, hook the wind turbine into the grid, is my guess. Again, notice our power is slowly draining. There is another thing we could do here, by the way, and I've been hesitant to do it because it does carry the risk of mismicromanagement, which is the new name of my Twitch channel, but we could install a switch onto a spot that controls maybe like our turrets, for example, and then when we're not doing anything, like when there's no risk of a raid or there's no literal raid happening, we just... Wait, who... Somebody's got to fix this. When there's no raid, you know, presently ongoing, we just flip that switch. In fact, you know, let's challenge ourselves to learn a little bit about RimWorld here. So, power switch. Switches power on, off. I think if we install a... Well, the real problem is, if we install the switch like here, it'll turn off the other half of the colony, I think. So, yeah, that's... Okay, you know what? We'll install a switch right here. We can at least save 2 turrets of power if we handle it properly. Tomo's got to replace this solar generator, because if we start having brownouts, you know, it's going to be a considerable problem. 232 silver's no joke. I really wish Josh was capable of dumb labor. But when this grand sculpture is done, it's gonna be awesome, man. And it's not like Josh isn't pulling his weight around here. He's just not really I mean, he's doing a lot of growing, but once the growing is done, he's like, all right, I got 8 months to work on my art. Does he construct, actually? Josh. He's a constructor. He's not... Oh, you know what? He's totally fine at it. Josh, your construction is now as high of a priority as art right now. I'd like you to construct this power switch, even though it's going to cost us steel, of course. It should save us power, which actually saves us steel in a roundabout fashion. And then we can just turn on these 2 turrets. Is 2 turrets really going to make much of a difference? No, but you know what? Maybe that's a good thing, because it allows me to semi-safely experiment with this and see how it works. It literally turned off 1. Because this one must be close enough anyway. Mental break days. Yeah, okay. It's Inga. Well, we should probably refactor our power system. Need more steel. Okay. I am going to install a door here. And the idea behind installing that door there... You should eat whole potatoes as well. But the idea behind installing that door there is now we have access to the rich steel resources over here, which we are going to need. Again, we could actually just put our myriad slag here into a furnace, or not a smithy, but let me find it here. It might be an electric smithy now that I think about it. Production. Electric smelter, that's it. And we can trade our slag for steel at a renewable rate. Well, not a renewable rate, but a better rate. Is Inga still... Yeah, Inga's still messed up. But she's going through... Her mood is okay now. And honestly, she's getting closer and closer to being through her addictions here. But, you know, battling those demons, it's taken a while. Life goes on. Damn, what are you doing right now? Hauling cloth. As much as I would like you to do that... Oh, Josh is already building. Okay, good stuff. Inga is no longer wandering around. To be honest with you, we probably only have, you know, a few... Josh is being attacked by a grizzly bear? Okay, we gotta save him. We gotta save him quick, too. Take the shot! Rob! Jamie Oliver is being attacked by a grizzly bear? What? Jamie Oliver's fucked. How in the world did you get down here? The Grizzlies have gone mad. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Get to Turret Town. Rob's gonna get bit. Rob's gonna get bit. Jamie Oliver's been bitten to death. This is acceptable. And by acceptable, I mean, you know, not good. Why are the turrets not shooting the grizzlies? I mean, I get, okay, maybe they're not mad animals, but aren't they? Buck 1 has been bitten to death. Oh, grizzly bears will often attack when harmed, just for the record. Cowering? Cowering. Jamie Oliver's been eaten by a grizzly bear. Honestly, like, that is actually good news. If he was already dead, now we don't have to worry about the body. Then I don't need a jacket. I just don't know. I mean, I guess the grizzly bear probably attacked him while he was making the door or something. So, you know, fair play. The grizzly bears have been, like, the most consistent antagonist here. We got ourselves, like, a Timothy Treadwell situation here. We actually have to kill this grizzly, too. Because he's gonna mess with us. No, do not, under any circumstances, build roof. That's actually one of the dumbest suggestions I've heard in my life. We don't need a roof there. You should maybe Get this charge rifle. And then get the fuck out of Dodge, honestly. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna draft you right here. I want you to shoot at this freaking Grizzly. Oh, he's pissed. Alright, Josh. Back off. Back off, buddy. Can he make it in? He's sure as hell gonna try. Alright, who else is awake right now? Like, this Grizzly, we need to get into the base, of course. Tomo is, like, a dynamite shooter here. Let's get our Tomo buddy ready for this. And Inga is awake, but she's going to sleep. Rob is cleaning dirt. You know what, Rob? You're gonna be a part of this expedition as well. We're gonna hunt this fucking Grizzly, okay? We're taking this shitbag down. Just leave this door open. Okay, now run. Now run for your life. I would say continue to run. How is the Grizzly so fast? Okay, okay. It's been mismanaged. It's been mismanaged. Tomo, you may want to run, though. Yo, Tomo just pumped him full of lead, man! Tomo! Yes! On draft. Grossly, grossly mismanaged. But check that shit out. We're gonna be rich! Alright. Tomo's, I mean, he's pretty messed up. He should go to the hospital for sure. Lost a couple fingers. That's it, though. Alright, so no longer should this be held open. And now we can actually issue a mining order here. And while we mismanaged that, at least we finally were proactive about the fucking, Grizzly problem. I mean, did it require one of our colonists dying for us to be smarter about that? It probably should not have. But it did in the end. And we've lost a colonist, and the colonist was a good cook. So we do need a second chef. And honestly, like, it might be Josh. I know Josh, you know, he's got to grow as well. He's not a night owl, right? Let me just quickly, again, like, audit our colonists. We have night owls. Yes. Yes. No. 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 Yes. So we're gonna see if Jesse has the night owl set up. Yes, he does. Good. Sweet. Dan is gonna go mine, I assume. And we need this steel, so it is important. Oh, the door has actually just been... Okay, now it's closed. That's good. Never mind. I got a little concerned for no reason. So this is all for, like, this steel so that we can build more turrets. Inga's gonna be... We know Inga's gonna starve. That's just, like, her lot in life, apparently. Hopefully, Josh and myself are good enough at cooking that we keep the meals almost always at max. And if they're at max, or if they're at the bill, at least, then what that means is that, we're gonna still be able to grow efficiently. I mean, we got so much food now. Look at... We got 9,000 food. That is a little ridiculous. And again, I shouldn't maybe be prioritizing food so much, but in the end, like, you know, it's a routine to get into. You wanna stay relatively solid here. You know, honestly, Dan, as long as you're down here and you're having a good time mining, then by all means, just like continue to do so. Josh is gonna haul this, presumably to the turret. Dope. Okay, so our systems are starting to work themselves out here. We lost a colonist, and it wasn't dead weight. It wasn't like we lost a colonist we don't care about. Like, Jamie Oliver was a really good primary/backup chef. Rob is in, like, a hideous environment, I assume. Yeah, he's gonna get better. And his friend died, so, you know, that's gonna take a while. Our principal concern at the moment is just making sure that, like, that Inga gets over her, you know, chemical dependencies, and once those are sorted, then we should have a little bit less mood trouble consistently, and she's going to be much more efficient as well. I mean, I'm assuming that she's going to get better after one addiction goes away, which is still going to take a while, but no wonder she's starving. The Go Juice withdrawal gives her an extra hunger concern, I think. And again, you might think Tomo's real slow at research, but remember, this is a huge research project here. So he's got to be like maybe 10 or 11 in research. Now he's 10. That's really good. If I spawned with a colonist that was a 10 at research, I would be like, that's solid, man. All right, so now the entire place is clean, or at least was temporarily. So Rob is occasionally hauling, which is really good. We need to be more efficient with our hauling for this to get handled. How many components do we have? We have 24. That's enough. Josh is gonna, when he wakes up, he'll build it. After he finishes cooking, and he's gonna have to cook 3 meals. He has a small passion for cooking, so he's gonna get better at it as time goes on. Probably should just burn the go juice, right? Resting? Do you have a sensory mechanism? Sensory every time. Alright, well, you know, Dan's doing great work. Keep up the mining. I'm not going to mine this gold out until we absolutely need it, because it's going to cause wealth to pop off to a degree that I'm not necessarily thrilled with. Every 5 blocks of steel that we get is another turret produced, if you ignore the fact that we need components, which I'd choose to do. Power is still slowly draining. Well, you know what might be part of the problem there? We still haven't connected our wind turbine. And at 16 minutes into the most recent episode, that's not smart. But I saw them working on it, and I was like, you must be done. But the steel's right here, so just go grab this. You know, it doesn't take very much steel to finish this. Even if I have to micromanage you for every single one of these, it is valuable nonetheless. Alright, so I don't think that this is going to solve all of our problems, but I think it may solve some. We probably should get working at smelting. I'm seeing now that, like, that's going to be a concern. Dan's going to eat. You know, you spent a hard day in the mines, by all means. -9 inside. -10, -10. Okay, I mean, we don't even need our coolers on at this point, but just want to make sure that power holds. I mean, it's psychic drone. Every colonist of the female gender winces in pain. That's going to be a real problem for Inga. Just want to make sure... Okay, crops are getting hauled. Inga's starving. Dan is going to go to sleep. I would like you to, like, haul that before you go to sleep, just because it's sort of on the way. Poison ship! A large piece of an ancient ship has crashed nearby. And it's nearby, but it's not super nearby. And there's actually almost, like, coverage here. Okay, so we know poison ship. We know this. We know what to do here. So let's save. And this is real save 114, poison ship 3. It's getting a little ridiculous, admittedly. How do you deal with a poison ship? You get explosives. Particularly EMP grenades. So I'm gonna give myself EMP grenades. I think the best thing to do is just handle this as quickly as possible. Rob, if you can get the incendiary launcher. Josh has a charge rifle. Jesse has a survival rifle. You can get the Molotovs. Inga, if you can get regular grenades, 57... 90. Okay. So, you just want everybody equipped, like, relatively nicely here. And then, I mean, to be honest with you, we probably want to build sandbags again. At least, like, one sandbag spread out. So we have 7 colonists, and all will probably be a part of this. So let's do, like, 1. I still need to make sure it's close enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't like them necessarily being spread out like this, but, you know, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. And we don't necessarily have to solve this problem in the immediate instance, like right now. By the way, can you harvest this smoke leaf pretty soon? Like, Inga's going through some real shit right now. Rob, do you have the psychic drone? It's a medium, which is not bad. Like, I mean, it's not bad when it comes to, it's of a reasonable magnitude for us to be concerned about, I think. To be honest with you, I actually think we should probably turn off some of our greenhouses here. Like, as far as I'm concerned, this grow zone can just be deleted for now. Will we lose all these potatoes in progress? Probably. Maybe. But we'll save a bunch of power as well. Which I think is becoming increasingly necessary. And we have so much food that maybe we only need to operate, 2 greenhouses. I want to keep this one going because it gives us heal root and it gives us a little food, but it also gives us a joy bonus via the smoke leaf. So, there's no reason for us to have 10,000 food if it's going to cost us the power we need to continue to defend our colony here. So, all of our colonists are awake. We do have a large major break risk on all of the women, I think. Like, Inga's pretty pissed. This is like the worst time in Inga's entire life. Yeah. Mathis, your death has caused us a lot of problems, buddy. And it calls real save 115. Sandbags. Almost done that super expensive research project. So who's our best constructor? I think it's Dan, right? He's a 6. Josh is also a 6. Jesse's a 2. Alright. So Dan, who was gonna dig it compacted steel, could you instead do me a favor and build these sandbags? It'd be really good if you hauled like 75 steel up there. You're hauling 18, which is going to be enough to build 3 sandbags. Eclipse. That's a problem. I'll be the first to tell you, that's an issue. I don't know if our geothermal vents and wind turbines are going to be enough to keep us going here. Mental break, alcohol binge. Surprisingly, not that much of a problem. If we lose Inga for this poison ship situation, I don't think that's that bad. We're probably not going to go for the poison ship on today's in-game day. We'll probably wait another day. I'm just watching our batteries closely to see. I actually think they're gaining electricity now. It's still good to get the potatoes inside of our freezer if we can, but our freezer's also getting too full, so... Dan Giesling is hiding in a room. This is becoming an issue of serious importance. Jesse is a 2. Josh is our other chef. Or Josh is our other constructor, but he has a psychic drone issue right now. So I guess if possible, it would be good if Jesse could build these sandbags. And once we have them, we can wait for, some of our colonists. Oh, the drone is ending. That's huge news, actually. Like, now major break risk should go down to minor. Or, 1 major on Inga, at least. We'll just get these sandbags produced, make a save, and then we'll go for this. It would be best to have all 7 colonists, of course. What's the principal importance of, for this raid right now, or for this poison ship situation? 100% EMP grenades. If we can land the EMP grenades, life is a highway and I'm gonna ride it all night long. Alright, shipbuilding basics, let's do this. This should take 1/14th. This like 7.4% or something, as much time. Dan Giesling is no longer hiding in a room. I think we let everybody eat, we give them a day or so, and then we go apeshit on this poison ship. Make sure their moods are alright, and then... by the way, if you're wondering, methodology for this, I'm like, get far away from the ship because you have grenades. And also, get close enough to the ship that you can hit, because grenades have finicky, ranges sometimes. Not finicky, but just smaller than you'd think. Battery's doing fine. Fantastic. And also spread far away from each other, because the centipedes occasionally have incendiary launchers, which is real scary. Honestly, we can probably afford to delete this growing zone for now. On the map, this is aesthetically going to look like garbage. Because it's going to be like, why do you have these growing zones, but not actually using them for growing? Well, honestly, the reasoning is, we have so much food, we might as well save power right now. Like, we're in no danger of running out of vegetables over the winter. There's 6 days left. We have 6,000 corn. 4,000 potatoes. Little low on meat, but that's, you know, that's a hunting issue anyway. By the way, we're almost done with our newest research project. The eclipse is also ending. So I think, you know, let's go. Josh is probably going to want to sleep. So I think now's a good time. You know, if our night owls, or not our night owls, if our normal people are going to go to bed, let's have them kill this poison ship first. Alright. Stop. Everybody, wake up. This is going to be important. It's also 5 minutes is like the perfect amount of time to kill a poison ship. And we only have 3 minor break risks. That's not that bad. Let's get everybody spread out here. So, the principal thing of importance, in my opinion, right now, is the person with the EMP grenades needs to have a shot. And that's me? Cadillac Fairview doesn't want me in? Okay, so we're all spread out. Do we just all go apeshit immediately? Jesse has to get closer. Well, you know what? Honestly, you're undrafted then. You can just go back to base. And by go back to base, I mean you're super drafted. Get the fuck over here. We're gonna try to land on this scyther first. I was hoping we could hit like multiple units simultaneously, but it appears not. Jesse's incapable of violence! Okay, so no wonder. I just shouldn't have wasted your time coming up here. By the way, you guys should no longer be shooting at the ship. You should be shooting at a scyther. Okay, one scyther's down. One of us super exploded. Colonist needs treatment. Alpaca Patrol and Jesse. There's a surprise. How is Inga standing inside of the fire? Like everything Garth Brooks has told us not to do. By the way, Jason LTI. Knock this unit on its ass, please. You're the best. You're the best. Inga is now on fire. Why would you run towards the centipede? I ask you this. Jesse, what are you doing, dude? Get away from the side, Inga! Inga! Rob's gonna take a shot. You best, like, be concerned. Inga, you have to get out of... Go! Inga, get out of there! This is a terrible decision. She refuses to run. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. Okay, undrafted. Everybody's undrafted. Very quickly, grab this. Yo, we're getting pretty solid at this now. There's some good stuff in here. We do want to add bills on these guys, like... remove all of their stuff. Probably shut down should be the first order. And then, you know, add bill. Shut down. Remove that. Remove that. This guy's just gonna get harvested anyway. And what about the centipede? Add bill. Shut down. Dude! That was awesome. Okay, maybe stop throwing grenades at each other. You don't really need to beat out this fire, to be real with you, but if it makes you feel better. That's probably the best we've ever done at handling a poison ship, to be honest with you. And we're gonna get a decent amount of resources out of it, which is wonderful. And it took like 3 minutes, no save scumming necessary. Let's take a quick audit of injuries. Rob got some Inferno cannon burns. Captain Inferno shows no mercy. Jesse lost a lung. Jesse lost a lung. Jesse lost his right lung. That's actually, like, pretty bad, but if we find a prisoner, we could harvest their lung and then do a lung transplant on our colony, which has largely been, like, unable to do anything, even resembling modern medicine. We'll do a real save 117. We good. This is, like, one of the few times I finish a RimWorld episode, and I'm like, sure, we've got some, like, relatively minor inefficiencies, I will agree. However, I think we're also, like, in the clear for what we just did there. Like, that was amazing. Dan's gonna be stone cutting again. It's not, like, a bad thing, but I do kind of wish that he would prioritize, getting these scythers back down to base. Like, what are you doing right now? If you go back to stone cutting, burning apparel, that's a secondary concern. Modify the centipede. Who's got the break risk, by the way? Josh has the break risk. No longer wandering around in a psychotic state. I didn't even know. A local rat has gone mad. I mean, whose charge rifle is that? That must be Josh's. I mean, Dan, if you want to get ready to shoot at this rat, I suppose. Resting. Okay, I don't know what I've done. We'll just let this rat come back to our base and get murdered. What did Inga just do? Oh, she took the charge rifle. Oh, where's he going? I mean, this rat is pissed. I cannot deny that. What I think we'll do here is just wait for the rat to find its way into our kill box, or, alternatively, if it decides that, you know, it wants to come in through this north entrance, and we have colonists that aren't doing anything, guess we'll just have them take care of it. I mean, I want the steel. It's easy steel. Cargo pods. 57 units of milk. My favorite gangster rap album. Okay, well, our timer did go off about a minute ago. I do want to finish this research project just to show off, basically, that we're, you know, actually capable of doing it. And then I guess we'll start working on, you know, some other stuff here. We're getting close to the end here. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. New episodes of RimWorld come out every single day at 2 p.m. PST. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. I appreciate all your support and constructive feedback. And I'll see you next time.